Hello everyone, Silently here, and welcome back to another truly Bedrock live stream from Twitch. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing quite fine and absolutely lovely, totally beautiful and amazing. Casper, congrats on being the very first person here. We got Rambler Gold in the chat as well. We got But Not Real, Lanther, Papa Bear, Epic Evan, JCB, Colonel Matha B, Burning Paper Giant, Colonel. Oh wait, I already said your name. I don't get to say your name twice. Only one name per person. We got Rye Guy, the Science Guy. Very nice. The science is great. And then we got Astronomicu. And who else? We got Mimo Mom, Nutty Butter, Labster, Grey Wolf C, Drewski Boy, Voldemort, Chris, The Guy is Good, Tie Creeper, Silver Thunder, Lunar Pot, Oaf, Radiate, Lazy, Asocial Rat, Helix, On the Diagonal. And I think that's just about everybody. Click Flow, hello. Doomblazer, Foxic Waste, Johnny, Wither, Little Sky Fox, Scary Skeleton. Is that everybody? That's just about everybody. Hi, how you guys doing tonight? Have you done anything fun today? What even is today? Am I streaming on the right day? Great, it's Tuesday. Okay, good, I'm on schedule. Let's hop into it, shall we? We got things to do. Also, is that follower counter correct? Because I think it's off by a couple. Yeah, 19,226. What does that counter say? 414? Okay, so it's 200 off. That's, yeah, it's whatever. Whatever. We're closer to our goals then. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and take a nap. You know what? It's dark out. It's scary. I don't like the dark. I do not like the dark at all. Build the Pigman and TB. Oh, yes. I would like to, but you see, we already got quite a few Pigos in the base. So I think we're maxed out for Pigos. By the way, if you didn't see today's episode on the channel, today's tutorial rather, that is a Pigo piston door. Very, very cute, much adorable. Would highly recommend. I'm actually surprised that that video is doing as well as it is for what it is. It's really cool to see. It's doing better than a lot of the other tutorials. It's like, you know, 5 out of 10 on the most recent 10 videos, which is cool. None of the advent calendar videos are doing like amazing, but that was to be expectified. Is our inventory clean? Our inventory is clean, but we also got a couple chests to sort. We're gonna sort some chests at the beginning of the stream, because this is what you guys deserve for showing up early. You're excited for Wednesday. What's on Wednesday? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday. What's on Wednesday? You gotta go and study for finals. That's a good thing. Go and study your brain. Best of luck on your finals, Astronomicu. Thank you for stopping by the stream for the amount of time that you did. I do appreciate it. Do not let me distract you from the very good thing that is learning. Tomorrow's your birthday, so that's Pog. Ah, very nice. Happy birthday. Hopefully you have a great one. All of this stuff can be thrown away. We have so many random items, you know? You think I would know this by now, but no. I'm still surprised by the fact. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it is what it is. I'm gonna toss the gold into the furnace, because that's what you do with gold. And everything else is gonna be tossed in willy-nilly. Don't care what happens to it. It's gonna be in the storage system one way or another. Your birthday's 2 weeks away. Well, happy birthday to you as well. Early birthday, but you know what? That's fine. You can just replay the VOD in a couple of weeks, and then it'll be accurate. Oh, yes, by the way, I've gotten many questions about merch and, like, Pigo plushies and stuff like that. I would absolutely love to do merch. I do have designs already. I got, like, ideas and stuff. I've made things. However, Mojang owns the copyright to the asset that is this zombie Pigo. So this right here is owned by Mojang. So I can't technically use this. Now, in their commercial use guidelines, it does say some things about custom versions. I've tried talking to them because, like, this guy is technically a custom Pigo, and so is this guy and this one and all of these other ones. I don't think we could get away with this one, but, like, all of these are custom Pigos. So, in theory, we should be able to use them. Now, this is just a brute, so we can't use that, obviously. But all of these other ones, they're basically, you know, completely custom Pigos. Although they are, of course, based on the Mojang Pigo asset. So if we can use them or not, I don't know. I've tried talking to Mojang, but I need to talk to them more because I would like to do merch. Especially a plushie. Everybody wants plushies. They're so cute. I love them too. I want Groove a severed head. Now hold on a second. We got multiple severed heads. We got Dan Rob's Probs. We got the Groove guy. We got the Zloy. We got me. You won't get this from any other. And then we got Killer Drone too. Quite a few severed heads. It's nice. Yeah, so we need an original Pigo. There is somebody else on YouTube who was based on a zombie pigman. Is it Technoblade? No, I forget who it is. I'm not sure if they even make videos anymore, but they went for like a mechanical Pigo. And that worked out fine for them. So it is a thing that you can get away with, but you gotta make it super custom. This is why like iJevin is like a blue slime, for example, instead of just like a normal green one. But also, of course, he's got like his hoodie and everything too. But yeah, anyone that is, you know, based off a Minecraft mob, they eventually have to go custom. That way they can make merch. Oh, we do have fire resin here. Good, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna grab our boats and we're gonna go to a bastion. Yeah, see, if you're like a bee, for example, like Azuma, currently, then you're gonna have a hard time making merch out of that. Whereas Exuma is a Doom guy, normally, so he can go ahead and, you know, do stuff with that all day. But also then, that brings up questions about other games and their copyrights. What is Zombie Piglet? Oh! Okay, we're just gonna run away. There might be others. You didn't see that! How much will the plushie be? I have no idea. This is all just in the theoretical phase at the moment. It's all purely theoretical until we get the go-ahead or we get a design that we can actually use. I don't want my stuff to be like expensive though, you know. Okay, somewhere over here we have a bastion. We need to go bastion raiding. Is it off this area? No, it's back here. I went too far. I do that a lot. I go too far. There we go. So we gotta tear down this thing a little bit. Mostly we need, not the cracked. The cracked is completely useless. We need the normal black stone and we need these bricks. So we're gonna tear out a little bit of the bastion. Not like a ton. We're not gonna be here for very long. We're just gonna grab a bit of this, finish up some of that tunnel that you see over there, and then we'll actually hop over to creative in the later parts of the stream for some designing for the advent calendar. But before we get into this too much, no hitchhikers. I'm fine with hitchhikers. I didn't mean to kill them. We got some notifications to read. Thank you so much to JCB for resubscribing for 5 months. Thank you so much, man. Nearly half a year. That is crazy. And yes, we are 10 days from Christmas. That's really fun. We got the Ancient Gaming Gamekin, Josh, the Gamer of YouTube. Thank you for the follows. And Casper with 500 biddies. Thank you so much. That's a 500-bit fine for killing the pickout. Oof. Sadness. Rips. I didn't mean to do it. He just kind of hopped out in front of me. Please drink some more tea. There you go. You're welcome. I don't have tea tonight. I actually have apple cider. And it's like really, really, really good. I think it's just like a generic thing of apple cider from the store, but you heat it up and it's like so good. I didn't even add anything to it. I do have like Mullen spice and stuff, and I want to add that to it. But at the same time, it's already so good. I don't want to mess it up. Is that warm apple cider? It is. It was hot a couple minutes ago, but I started the stream and I haven't drank any. And now it's just warm. Oh, right. All those blocks just, right. I'm not worried about the ghast. If he wants to shoot at me, that's fine. That's his right. Oh, it's a gas sound. Well, there we go. Shouldn't be worried about him in the first place. I guess we can put down some torches. It is rather dark over here. One of these days, I will have merch on the channel. I think 2021 is going to be a very good year for the channel. We're going in strong. We're building up momentum with the advent calendar. And I think it's going to be a great year. Just in January, I think we're going to try some different things, especially with live streaming. There's a lot of technical projects I would like to complete in January. And also, I'm going to have a much higher focus on truly Bedrock in January as well. So we're going to have a lot more streams and a lot more episodes of Truly Bedrock in January. I want to do like 2 episodes a week. And then we'll really get a lot done on the server. And it'll be great. Scary Skeleton gifting a whole bunch of subs to the community, being a crazy person. Thank you so much. We got gifted subs to Watcher, Lunarpot, Lesky, Brainerd, and Burning Paper Giant. A lot of the regulars today. Very nice. Thank you so much, Scary. Make sure to show some love for Scary in the chat, everybody. Being a crazy mad lad. Maybe a live stream on YouTube. That's a good idea, actually. I do want to try that. I've been meaning to do more of those. I'm pretty sure we're allowed as well. It used to be back in the day that if you were a Twitch partner, you were completely locked to only streaming on Twitch. You couldn't stream on any other platform. But I've looked through the Twitch like partner agreement. I don't see anything like that in there. Maybe they changed it. Maybe I'm blind. Maybe I can't read. Maybe we'll get banned from Twitch. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's been so long since we streamed on YouTube. I think season 1, like the end of Truly Bedrock season 1, the start of season 2. Or no, sorry. The end of season 0, the start of season 1. That was the last time we streamed on YouTube. Twitch doesn't care anymore. They know they're superior. Cool. That's nice. Please don't get banned. I'll try not to. Also, hi BJW. How you doing? Sneaking in the stream like that. Why aren't I using a beacon? Because I like to suffer. I like to suffer. That's why I stream for you guys. And just allow you to make fun of me. And poke out my silliness. For 2 hours. 4 times a week. Okay, I think that might be enough blackstone. So let's go ahead and hop out of here. Whoop. So we don't actually have that much area to decorate. We literally just need to like move the blackstone into this area right here. This is literally like the area that we're decorating with all this. We might need to go get some more, but you know what? That is something we will find out later when we don't have any more blackstone. I'm willing to take that chance. Yeah, we'll bring it out to here. We also need to get our basalt and stuff. I did miss a couple notifications. We got 260 biddies from Norby. Thank you so much. Any chance I could have a super efficient cave spider spawner farm? You've been working on a quad spawner farm. Nice. A quad spawner is very good. All of the basic mob spawners in Minecraft, they'll all get you basically the same rates as long as they don't have anywhere that the mobs are going to get caught up inside of the range of the spawner. And as long as they don't block any of the available spawn spaces, spawners will always give you the same amount. It's really just a matter of building the same spawning room around each of your spawners and then finagling all of your mobs into a single kill chamber. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty straightforward, but spiders especially, cave spiders, yeah, they're terrible. You, sir, got yourself a fun one. Do I still butcher names? I do, but we haven't turned on the thing yet. We'll do that later. And then we got 2 biddies from I'm a Cat. Thank you so much. How do you like your tea and what time? I personally like green tea steeped for 5 minutes with a spoonful of sugar and 2 ice cubes. Ice cubes, interesting. Normally I would drink black tea. So I'll drink black tea. I like it super strong. And I will steep that. Normally I'll just leave the bag in there too. But I'll at least steep it for like a few minutes. And then probably just like 1 spoon of sugar, maybe, and cream. Same goes for chai, same everything. I have been getting into lemon ginger. That's very good. Put a little bit of honey in that. Just leave the bag in there the entire time you're drinking it. It's great. And then other than that, not really anything else I drink besides apple cider, apparently. And that's very good. Would recommend. We got a couple more followers as well. Shmaka, Mr. Stevie Boy, and Dream Was Taken 1. Thank you so much for the follows, everybody. Hope you're doing great tonight. The pick is broken. It's fine. Ain't no issues with the pick. Oh, you know what? Actually, we do have those blocks already. So we'll just turn these straight into slabs. Boop. There we go. What is my internet speed? Very slow at the moment. I got like 30 up and like 4 down. Or sorry, other way around. 30 down, 4 up. I need to try and get that a little bit faster. Apple cider vinegar? No. Apple cider, not vinegar. Ew. Why would you drink apple cider vinegar? That sounds terrible. Don't do that. What kind of monster are you? Drinking straight apple cider vinegar. Ew! That's bad. No. No, thank you. Here, let me just drink the straight, nasty, gnarly thing. Your dad drinks apple cider vinegar. Your dad's got some issues. Sorry to break it to you. Who drinks apple cider vinegar? Ew. Just straight? I don't know about that. I'm sure it has like health properties and quotes, or maybe it legitimately does, but also gross. Gross. Don't tell your dad I said that. Oh, jeez. Okay, I think that's about as far as we need to bring this out. We do need to go get some more of the crying obsidian. And then we gotta do this one last little section right there, and that's literally it for the tunnels. That's like basically all there is to it. You've built 20 Pigo piston doors so far. What? You got that many resources? Crazy. That's a lot of Pigo piston doors. Are you just like building them all willy-nilly, or are you like actually making them go to things? Apple cider vinegar is a diet thing. Yeah, you'll die from it, and that's it. I'm sure there's ways to make it taste good. 15 spoonfuls of sugar later. Let's see. Where do these blocks go? Oh, they just go up in the ceiling. Okay. Great, so we have to mine out blocks to make them fit. Great. So, crying, blackstone, crying, blackstone. And that's all there is to it. Beautiful. Okay, so that is this section donezo, except a few pillars on this side. Great. And that'll actually be the finale of this entire tunnel. I know, this tunnel's taken a supreme amount of time. I built it so basic, but it still takes so much time. I don't know why things just take so long in this game. The door is amazing. I really enjoy the Pigo piston door. It turns out that Smidrix is actually the first one to make that Pigo. That Pigo design has been around since season 2 of Whispercraft. He built it in the waterfront area. If you go download the season 2 world, you'll see a Pigo statue. It's really, really cute. I definitely approve. And then it was put at the spawn of Whispercraft season 3. If you watch the announcement video, you'll see that build showcased. I think it might even be in the thumbnail. And then, yeah, it's just all over the place. It's really cute. Mend the pickaxe is fine. You guys gotta chill. It's netherite. All right, these guys ain't gonna chill. You thought it was apple juice? Oh no, you thought the cider vinegar was apple juice. Oh no. Oh hi, there's actually a lot more of these guys than I thought there was. Boop, boop, boop. Where did they come from? I don't know, but I know where they went. Dead. To the grave. Have they switched the pickaxe to the other one? It's got so much durability on it. There's another one! Dude. There's so many pigos. They just want an autograph. That's all they want. They want an autograph. You can't afford to subscribe? No worries, don't worry about it. Just watching the stream is all the support that you ever gotta do, you know? Just have a good time, enjoy yourself. That's all that matters. Even just being here is, well, more than enough for me. Thank you for doing that. It's gonna break, it's not gonna break! I am definitely a professional. I know exactly what I'm doing. Besides, we're placing blocks, guys. We're not even mining blocks. So we'll bring this out to about here. Oh, there's more of those pigos. Boop, yep, saw that coming. Now what you guys should be worried about is that I only have one rocket. That was probably enough space for them to despawn, right? Yeah, I'm sure they despawned. We're not even mining blocks. Mine's crying obsidian. You weren't supposed to notice that. You were not supposed to notice that, good sir. Jeez. And another thing to worry about. Yeah, exactly. We're fine. We can handle anything that life throws at us. Absolutely anything. You know, spawn an ender dragon on me randomly. I'll wreck it. I'm prepared. Prepared for anything. That's what it means to be a professional. Yeah. Okay, so we got to bring the side out quite a ways, all the way to here. Boop. Okay, there we go. Well, that's the majority of the blocks in place, actually. We do need to do a few other things, but that's fine. Man, the pickaxe, it's fine. What about the wither? We don't talk about the wither. Wither's bad. I don't like the wither. No withers. No withers. We don't really have any more of the bricks, do we? Do we have to craft any? We got one polished blackstone brick. Hey, there's the ender dragon. See, look at that. Killed it without even trying. Told you I'm a professional. Jeez. Insane, thank you so much for subscribing with a Twitch Prime. How you doing tonight? Thank you so much for the support. If you mint the pickaxe, you'll become a patron. It's come to bribery. That's what we're at now. Never. We'll mint it after we get done building the tunnel. How about that? How about that? I'll compromise. I'll compromise. Okay, I'll compromise. How do we do this? Okay, so it's just straight. Oh, we place it right at the top of the pillars. That's right. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we place it above the pillars. I always get that part mixed up. Yes, we place it right here. Right at the site. Just like so. All the way down. That's all there is to it. Very straightforward. Hi, how you doing? Please mend the pick. Everybody's upset about the pickaxe. Also, that is adorable. You put the Santa hat on the pig out. Oh my god, I want one of those. But also, please don't spam. That is super cute. Santa hat Pigo. I gotta get some Christmas emotes. That's something I should be adding in the next couple of weeks, is a whole bunch of new emotes to Twitch for you guys to enjoy. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll make sure to announce it. And I'm looking forward to that. I got like 3 or 4 lined up that I want to add. None of them are specifically holidays related, but you know, more Pigo emotes is always a good thing, am I right? Can't go wrong with Pigo emotes. Man, the pickaxe now! No! We got Cal Hart with a follow, thank you so much. OP Dino. Al with a follow as well. Travis with a follow. And Travis gifting a sub to the Mr. Doge. Thank you so much for gifting a sub. Sorry that I missed that. We got Gertis. Yeah, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Resubscribing for 2 months with their Twitch Prime. That's really awesome of you. And I think that was about it. Next programmer, King Yano, and Tyler Oslin. Something like that. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Sorry if I'm completely butchering your names. That is what we like to do around here. Okay, more of the polished. And then we turn that into bricks. Bam. And then we turn those bricks into slabs. Just like that. Okay. I know this is boring, but think about it this way. This is the last time we will ever work on this project. And is that lined up? Yes, it is. Okay, great. Making another tunnel? Yeah, we're completely finishing off the tunnel tonight. We're just placing in the final couple hundred slabs. And then that'll be it. Nothing but success from here on out. You'd like to suggest a command? Hug silence? Hug silence mob. Ah, I see. Well, that's cute. That's very wholesome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna let the pick down. Don't worry. It's Pick Ashley. I'll never let it down. I'll never run around and desert it. You guys know me. I'm very good. Also, it looks like Twitch just ran another ad. Bruh, jeez. Sorry if you guys are seeing an ad or if you just saw one. Very, very not cool. Much weird. Twitch be like that. I didn't do it, I swear. It wasn't me. It was the sentient AI that controls our society from the shadows. Yes, of course, Artie. Naturally. Why would I not? People can do whatever they want. Okay, so we also got to place in those slabs, place in the middle blocks, and then we're done. This is such fascinating content. I can't believe it. It's so heart-pounding. Much adrenaline. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit. So many ads. You have 12 ads? Jeez. Yeah, the only way to get around it is like specifically run our own ads. And I think you gotta run like 3 minutes to turn it off for an hour. Or maybe it's like a minute and a half or something. So we gotta run like a lot of ads. It's so ridiculous. I mean, it might be mildly acceptable if they actually paid anything, but they don't. I don't know why Twitch is so upset about it and why they really want to run them all the time. It's quite strange. Very strange indeed. We got Musician Prime. Thank you so much for resubscribing for 3 months. Glad you're liking the tunnel. And the stream too. Okay, final ceiling blocks. Let's get her done. Get her done. Crying obsidian. Some of these dudes. I like the crying obsidian because it emits light. It's actually a very fascinating light block. I mean, you gotta admit, it's definitely the most interesting looking light block that we have. Definitely. Okay, that's this tunnel done. Fantastic. The entire tunnel is now 1,000,000% complete. Except that little bit of ice that's broken. So we gotta go repair that, and then we're done forever. See, it wasn't that painful, was it? Well, that only took 30 minutes? Yeah. Great. And now we're gonna go repair the pickaxe, because I know you guys are, like, dying over there. Why no piston bolts? Piston bolts, for the most part, break a lot, from my experience. And also, they're pretty slow, too. Blue ice boat roads are definitely the fastest form of transport. And also, piston bolts take a really long time to build. Like, you think this tunnel took a long time to build? Imagine putting a giant redstone machine all the way down the middle for 700 blocks. Yeah, like that would take a serious amount of time. Like, I'm fine dedicating time to projects, but I mean, yeah. I don't know which ice is broken, so we're just gonna take a little bit of both. And can we make a black stone a button too? Thank you. Boop. Okay, so there was a little bit of ice down here. I think it was like 3/4 of the way down the tunnel. And it got blown up by a ghast. Because ghasts are mean. We didn't even put a ceiling over like half the tunnel, and it still took this long. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so ice, button. Ice, ice, baby. Well, I couldn't use the ice road because there was, you know, a block broken in the middle. Also, starting from the middle of the ice road is a very difficult task. You really got to start from either end. Okay. Ow. We can take back a lot of this. We don't need most of this anymore. And then we're gonna go repair the pickaxe. Are you guys happy now? Are you happy? Hello, Pixel Star. How you doing? The first stream that you could ever catch. Very nice. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Thanks for stopping by. Your favorite part of the videos is when I say it and then there was silence. So basically when the video's over then. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, I had to. It's a great thing. Wrong side of the highway. It's just fine side of the highway. I'm mending the pickaxe, Infinity Gamer. It's happening. I'm mending it. All right, there's no staircase here anymore. Streamlabs is wonky. Is it? Yeah, it kind of is a little bit. It's kind of a little bit strange. Okay. Guardians. Spawn, please. I demand you to spawn. Also, we should probably brew up ourselves a few potions. Netherwood, the spider eye, fermented spider eye. Too many spider eyes. Why do we use these things again? Like one part of spider is bad, but then like 3 parts spider, it's too much. 50 piggy points. I will crash the server today. Nah, we never crashed the server. We have actually never crashed the server once. I'm very proud of it. Spider eyes look like grapes. Do they though? What kind of grape? Hold on. What kind of grapes are you eating? I think you might need to get a different supplier of grapes. You got some Do you happen to be harvesting your grapes from alive entities with 8 legs? Oh, jeez. Alright, what are we gonna do with all this? We gotta take the potions back with us. I'm sorry, Netherrack, but also not really. Hi, milk truck. Some weird looking grapes. What do you think is better, Bedrock or Java? They're both amazing games. I would highly recommend both of them, and they both have their pros and cons. So basically, it just comes down to whatever you want to play, pretty much. Whatever you personally feel like doing that day, and whatever you enjoy the most, that is what you should do. Pretty much. I mean, it's a video game, right? So if you're not enjoying it, don't play it. And if you are enjoying it, play it. It's really that simple. Is there a Christmas district? There is indeed. I've not been over there yet, but we're gonna have a Truly Bedrock stream weekend next week, and we will be over there then, building some things, playing some games. It'll be great. Okay, so we got a couple guardians. Just a couple. Just a few. Okay. Yeah, this is what happens when you guys want me to repair the pickaxe. We completely lag out the entire everything. Okay, repair the wings too, some, thank you. Lag. Shoosh. We didn't really get that much experience, did we? Oh, there we go. Oh, we got 110 levels now, though. That's pretty decent. I'm happy about that. So currently all of the redemptions are turned off, but we're gonna go ahead and turn on the redemptions right now. So the weird flex, the Pego trader, the wardrobe change, and then we got a suggestible opened up as well. We actually have a wardrobe change from last stream from the Sorcerer Panda. Thank you so much, Sorcerer, for requesting that. Let's go ahead and switch our skin, shall we? We'll go over to the Bee Pego. The Bee Pego's cute. Bee Pego. We might need to get some gold for the Pego trader. We should hide 12 pigs in the Christmas district and give the reward to the people who find it. Possibly. Possibly. Getting some pigs there might be a difficult task. We got dragon eggs. Weird. That could be kind of fun. I'm not sure, like, I got 2 episodes of Truly Bedrock recorded already. I got the first one, like, partway edited. I'd like to record the rest of that tonight and get that done. But, I'm not sure how much time I'll have. And then I got another entire episode that's gonna take a very long time to edit, like, good to go as well. So, I got 2 episodes going. I need to release 3 by the end of the year. So, that's the state of the Truly Bedrock episodes. Next month, once this advent calendar is over, we'll have a lot more time. Anyway, we got some Pego traders to do. So, we got one from Awesome All Gaming. Awesome for All Gaming. We're just trying to get 1 netherite hoe. That's literally the only thing in the entire world that we want. Please, sir. Was that quartz? Bad. I'm a cat with a Pego trader too. Please don't promote other people in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just kind of rude, you know. Pretty much nobody likes that. We got one from Artie Penguin. Doesn't like Artie today. twice doesn't like them. Please, I just want one netherite hoe. We haven't gotten a single one. Once we get one netherite hoe, we're turning off this redemption. And then we got one from Lantern Murloc. Come on, do the thing. You're so stingy. Sadness. Absolutely nothing good. I'm sorry, everybody. That was some good attempts, though. Good attempts. That's not really like a very appropriate pull, Casper. You can't get netherite hoes in the most recent update, but you can get them in the update that we're playing in. Also, we did try and put a trident killer on the Guardian farm, but it didn't work out that well. So we decided just to use potions. Potions are funner anyway. How long have we been on this world? I think this world's been going for 6 months. And that time has gone by incredibly quickly. Oh, the world's, yeah. Time has flown. This last year has been crazy IRL, and it's been crazy in general. And it just total mad. Totally mad. Okay, we're gonna grab a couple items from the gas blaster area, because we left a bunch of stuff over here. So we're gonna grab that and take it back to the base. Also, we still got this villager trading hall, and this thing is been in heavy use by Liara. Is that 3 layers of villagers now? Dang! Look at this. Yeah, so this place is kind of crazy. Looks like everything's, wow, yeah. This is lots. Oh, this stuff must be from the Pigo trader. Our piglin farm? Yeah, all this leather and stuff. String. Yeah, where else are you gonna get this much leather? Okay. So all that's been being traded. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, Liara's been over here going crazy. Wow, that's a lot of wither arrows too. Dang! I mean, I know Liara said she was like trading, but dang! This is a lot of stuff. We got all these guys in here. Crazy. I haven't really checked this place out in a while. Look at all these wither arrows. Oh, the poor cats. British short hair cat. Oof. Mendings. Wow, there's so much stuff over here. Okay, let's check out the next layer, actually. This place looks so good. We have a zombie spawner down there in the middle, and whenever that spawns a zombie villager, that gives everyone in this hall a discount. So everything is 1 emerald trades. As you can see, it's just 1, 1, 1, 1 all the way down. Crazy. All of these are farmers? Do not sleep in this bed, yeah. Golden carrots, golden carrots. Entire shulkers full of books. Got another layer. Oh my god. This is great. Liara's been doing so much work over here. People think 2020 is bad. 2021's coming up and thinking, wait until they get a load of me. No! This is the season finale, not the prequel or the pilot episode, okay? Not the prequel or the pilot. Yeah, the first video on TV season 2 was 6 months. I've been incredibly inconsistent with videos this entire year. I'm honestly surprised that we're doing as well as we are for the amount of content that I'm releasing, or that I have released this year on YouTube. It's been a very crazy, chaotic, bad year, IRL. But that's why we're doing the advent calendar, trying to make that up to you guys. Because I know I'm basically a terrible person. Yeah, they fixed a lot of the trading mechanics, and by fix I mean broke. So the trading mechanics that I use on this world no longer work in the newer updates. So that's why we're really trying to use them as much as we can before we update. We're not updating because of various bugs and glitches and reasons and bad things. So we're just taking advantage of that situation and using the things while we can, basically. Okay, there's actually a lot of redstone materials here, isn't there? All of this is so good. Go into the chest. This is great. These are all the leftovers from building the gas blaster. It's a lot of stuff here. Yes. Can I do a quad raid farm? We're not going to do a quad. We're going to do a 12. 12 stacked. That'll come in January as well. January is when all the big farms are going to come out. Not all of them, but, you know, like a few. That's when we're going to do the bigger stuff. This month is all smaller things. If I had a lot more time, I would, of course, you know, make longer videos on bigger farms. But I am not ahead on videos at all. So that's why we got a lot of smaller things happening. We got some more wardrobe changes. We got one from Against Life, so let's go ahead and switch over our skin. Which skin do we want to use? Let's use one that we don't use that often. Maybe like this guy. He's kind of cute. He's a zombie pig man, zombie piglin. He's kind of cute. He's got a certain charm to him. Okay, all of these are full. Didn't we have another box too? I guess not. Yeah, that one's full. Mostly. I want all of the items, and they shall be mine. Even better, your realm is running out of emeralds, and the single raid farm isn't nearly good enough. Very nice. Yeah, the 12 stacked is kind of insane. It's 12 villages, so you can have 12 different raids going at one time, which is just utter chaos. I did put a spoiler video out on the second channel. I'm hoping that they don't break the farm before we actually do that, you know? I'm not gonna crash the server, I'm a cat. It ain't gonna happen. Is this a mod? Nope, this is pure vanilla. Vanilla survival. We do have a couple add-ons for one-player sleep and also for the mob heads and mini blocks, but yeah, those don't really do anything to change the mechanics of the game. They're just basically, you know, cosmetics. Just cosmetic things. They looked really weird loading in. It was like all shadowed. Strange. Strangeness. Anyway, I'm not worried about sorting out the items. We're just gonna dump and run. We're gonna dump off every single random item that we got. And then run away very, very fast and very far away. We've already done enough sorting and stuff on stream in recent times. And we still need to do that live stream of like, you know, using the Guardian farm for like whatever, 17 hours. Did I forget my redstone box over there? I must have forgotten my redstone box. Because it's not here. Also, the entire theme of the Chunk Town is one chunk, so that's just the theme that we decided to go for. All the builds here are one chunk builds, and it's actually a really fun little challenge. It kind of forces you to build a little bit more vertically. Now, of course, some areas aren't chunk anymore because those aren't bases. That's just additional things. But like all the bases are one chunk builds. And it's actually really quite fun. I enjoyed building in one chunk. It gives you a little bit of a challenge, and it just makes it different. And it just, you know, kind of interesting too. It's something kind of different. Next season, you get 2 chunks. Nah. Will TB reset for 1.17? Yeah, that's the plan. I think just about everything on the planet is going to reset for 1.17. Ooh, iron. Anyway. That is the projects for Truly Bedrock for tonight. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to the creative mode real quick. We're gonna do some designing and testing of various different things. So let me switch versions real quick. We gotta go to the most recent version of the game, 1.16.200.2. We need a dishwasher rant. Nah. Yes, the actual base will be started in January. We don't have time to start on that right now. We are doing certain things. We're doing resource gathering and preparation. You're loading resource packs before I even click the button. Okay. Sure thing. So we're going to this world. Stuff and things, yes. You need an external program both for the FOV changer and also for switching versions. So that's how we're doing the fancy zoomy zooms like that, and that's how we're playing in the different versions too. Okay, so this is the pig outdoor if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, go watch the video today. It's actually a really nice, quick, simple 3x3 piston door. And it's got a pig on both sides. It's adorable. I love him so much. When and how much do you need to donate for a face reveal? Infinite monies. It will never happen. Never, ever, ever. 10 million subscribers. 10 million subscribers. With lasers. But yeah, this is the guy. He's so adorable. You can make him in different like themes too. So we got the standard theme, we got the concrete theme, and then we got the knitted theme. Knitted is great. Plus 30 cuteness attribute. Plus 30 cuteness. Plus 30. Okay, so we're gonna do a poll. What do you guys want to work on tonight? We got some things that we can work on. So, poll. What do you guys want to work on tonight? What do you want to design? Okay. We got a bunch of different things that we can do. I'm not sure which one I want to put on the list. Some of these might not even be in the calendar, but if we design them, I guess I'll make a video on it. So, oh yeah, that was one. You guys will see the poll in just a second. Let me get it going. I don't really want to do that one, but maybe. I don't think it's going to be that useful. Okay, I'll give you guys 3 options for tonight. 3 options, and that's all you get. And then we'll run that for a couple minutes. Make a poll that opens as you jump into it. That's kind of fun. Also, zero-tech farms are being removed from Minecraft. There's really no reason to build them at all. Investing time, effort, energy into building them or developing them is really quite wasteful because they're just going to be broken anyway. So if you build one in your worlds, you're just going to have to tear it out and build like a standard farm. So you may as well just start with a standard farm. That's my thinking about it. It's already been removed from Java. It's going to get removed from Bedrock soon too. See you later, I'm a cat. Have yourself a good one. Okay, I will tell you, for the witch farm, I kind of already did that. But you'll get some spoilers for tomorrow's video. So beware. No one wants the basalt farm? Ah, sadness, you guys. No one wants basalt farm. Bonemeal farm's coming up though. Someone's dumping some pickup points into that. For some reason, it's like really laggy. I think I gotta turn down the render distance again. Boop, 40 chunks. Is that gonna be better? I don't know, it just feels stuttery. Is this stuttery for you guys? The piggies look like they have popsicles. I feel like it's stuttery. It's very stuttery, yeah. Huh. Oh yeah, it's looking really bad on the stream. Oof. What's up with that? Okay. Turns down to 8 chunk render distance. Anti-aliasing isn't even all the way up. You can put that to 16 now? I just crashed the game. Okay, well apparently you can't put that to 16 now. Yeah. How's the stuttering now? How does the black screen look? Oh, now people are voting for Basalt Farm. I see how it is. You guys are gonna get, oh, wow. I was gonna say, you're gonna get a 3-way tie. Basalt Farm and Bonemeal Farm tied with 39%, 87 votes each. Bernard contributed 50 biddies, thank you. And Casper with 21,500 channel points. Crazy, man. So the Wish Farm's not gonna happen, apparently. Basalt. Which one do we want to work on first? It's not for the lack of trying. Yes. Do we need to run another poll to like decide which one we're doing first? Is that how this works? Another poll! Another poll! Okay. We're doing it. Another poll. Which one? Bonemeal Farm. You guys are great. We've never had a tie before. Oh, jeez. RTX on disables anti-aliasing. I don't even know what anti-aliasing is. I mean, why is aliasing so bad? Can we turn it to 16? Is it possible? No, it literally just crashes the game. Yep, just crashes it. Okay. I guess we can't do that. Okay, well, I guess that's a convenient way of crashing the game. Also, I put Bonemeal Farmer. Make another tie. Is it gonna be another tie? No, it's at 47 and 53. 48 and 52. Okay. As long as you guys keep dumping your points into it, it'll stay. Oh, 49, 51. 50-50! God damn it. Hold on, I need to vote for one. Vote. There we go, I voted. Okay. You know what? Let's find an area to build these things. Let's put them over here. We found the new F4 for Bedrock. Yeah. You guys are great. I love you. Please never change. They're only like 3 votes apart now. There's probably just one person dumping points into it. I gotta turn on my zoomy thing again. Okay, what do we want to build first? Now, the Bonemeal Farm, I want to do a little bit of research for that. I do want to do a little bit of research for that. They're at 50-50 again. Oh, man. Yeah, input lag is a big deal in 1.16.200. I'm assuming we're going to do the flower farm. Bonemeal Farm, won by 1 vote. Casper contributing 900 bits. Dang, you crazy. And then Olaf with 9,000 channel points. Bonemeal Farm won by a singular vote after all that. I love democracy. Great, so we're gonna go build the Basalt Farm. No. Anyway, to figure out what is gonna be the best Bonemeal Farm, we're gonna open up the wiki. So Minecraft composter. Okay. Let me switch over so you guys can see what this is. Is there any terrible ads on here or something? No revealing information. Great! No revealing information. Display capture. There you go. Now you guys can see the composter. So, the composter is going to be the best way of getting bone meal, but I want to see what has the highest chance of giving you bone meal. Usage composting. Here we go. Cookies have an 85% chance. Hold on, is that real? Can you put cookies in a composter? If so, that is brilliant. Yeah, you can put cookies in a composter. Even Minecraft, it doesn't like, you know, these guys. Even Minecraft, it does not like the cookies. Hold on, I gotta switch around on my windows again. Ah, this is confusing. Too many windows. There we go. So, flowers. What do flowers do? Because I'm thinking that's what we're gonna use. Apples, beetroots, carrots, cocoa beans only have a 65% chance. Ferns, flowers with a 65% chance? Okay, well that explains how we're gonna do really well then. What are seeds? Seeds are a 30% chance per layer. Grass blocks? You can put grass blocks into one of these things? The things you never knew. Grass. You can put grass into a composter. Why does it only have a 30% chance? Trees, saplings, bone meal. Yes. Netherwort blocks are also very good. Oh, and then we got 100% over here. Where are the 100%? Oh no. Oh no. You can put pumpkin pie into a composter and it's a 100% thing. Minecraft officially hates pie more than it hates cookies. But also you get a 65% return on fungi and the roots. So let's test this out real quick, because that's the same as flowers. 65% on the roots and the fungi. So we might actually already have a Bonemeal Farm with this guy right here. No, this one. Okay, let's grab this right here. We will save that. Boop, thank you. I'm gonna run away with this build, put it over here. You need dirt to compost, so that's true. That is true. But also, not really though, because compost turns into dirt. That's the whole point. Remove this stuff on the top. So I think we're gonna use the crimson. The fact of the matter might be that we already have a Bonemeal Farm, but I didn't realize it yet. And we're gonna switch out. No, what are you doing? Stop it. Yes, turn off. Are you like moving stuff? You're moving stuff. Oh, that's right, we don't have these blocks. I knew that. We need to switch out these blocks for the Nelium. Fill 10, 10, 10. No, wait. Fill -1, 10. Nelium 0, replace grass. There we go. And we will dump out all of this stuff and all of this stuff. I think there's much smaller ways of doing this, but I want to test this out real quick. Bam. Hello, H2O, how you doing? Welcome back to another stream. I think you've been here before, right? Anyway, thank you so much for the biddies. We also got Sire Plays resubscribing for 2 months, so welcome, Sire. And then we got a whole bunch of other notifications as well. Sorry I haven't been reading these. Oh wow, we got lots. Where was the last place I left off? We got Davey, Derp Office, Gert. We got Finn, Raids Insta, Potato Bird, myself at 1509. We got Payola, Gypsy Alexander. Wait, Gypsy Alexander. Something like that. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. We got EXC, Safer, Red Panda Plays Minecraft, The Coolid, The Coolidier, The Cool Dryer, The Cool Dyer, Lunacraft, Walker Rice, and Mohammed, and Donkey. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome to the Soylents. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. And Sire with 1,000 biddies as well. Dang. You bought these for the Basalt Farm and we lost that race. Oof. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You mad lad. Okay. Let's set this up to just compost everything. So we need double hopper speed for all of this. And then we'll do a test. We'll put a stack of bone meal into this farm. And then we'll run it for a couple of minutes. And then we will test to see how much bone meal we have left over at the end of that. Does that sound decent? I think that's gonna be a pretty straightforward way of testing this build to see if it's truly gonna be a bone meal farm. You guys have been really requesting a bone meal farm the entire time. Like, bone meal farm has been the thing that you want. And I am a man of the people. I give you what you want. Because we got like the micro farm, we got the cocoa bean farm, we got all the different farms now, and they all use bone meal. You know what, maybe we won't hook it up into the main system. Maybe we'll just make everything end up right here for now. That'll be fine. So yeah, everything that gets composted will go right there. We will put even more composters in, because these things are naturally a little bit slow. This uses a lot of hoppers, doesn't it? This is definitely just the quick and dirty way of doing things. Okay. That should work. See you later, Colonel Mathaby. Thank you so much for stopping by. What's the red arrow on the screen? That is the cursor. It's really annoying. Sea Pickle Farm for bone meal. Let me go back to my tab. Where did the tab go for the... where'd it go? Did I close it? Hold on. I didn't see what pickles were. Also, another question is, how many layers do you need to get one bone meal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need 7 layers to get bone meal. Right? Shouldn't that? Yeah. 7 layers for bone meal. Okay. Why is the cursor a red arrow? Because texture pack bugs. I don't know. It's Bedrock Edition. I don't know these things. Okay, we gotta go dump out all of the bone meal. None of there, none of there. We're gonna put 1 stack in here. Just 1. And we will get rid of these guys for a nice and clean test. If this produces a profit on bone meal, I think we'll be good to go. Also, the blocks flashing is new too. Bug and Bedrock? Never. Not in my Minecraft. Donkey has got the right attitude. Not in my Minecraft. Also, Casper with 1,000 biddies as well. Dang! Yes, you did lose that bit war with the votes. Dang. Okay, way to brag, why don't you? Jeez, crazy nonsense, people. We got Bazooka, Freely the Goat, Exotic Links. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome to the community. Seriously, thank you so much for joining us. You're helping us reach 20,000 followers here on Twitch. And we also got Imp with a biddy too. The flashing is absolutely horrible. Yes, it is. Oh, right, the bug with that. That's right, okay. That's what I get for reading the chat. I'm not sure why that happens, but it does, and I don't like it. Although the fix is really easy. As long as you don't break all the redstone in the entire farm. So like basically with that bug, water sources form after you've already retracted all the water. So you get water left out, and it's always somewhere in the middle of the farm. It's never like off like right here. It's always like right here in these 3 blocks. It doesn't really make sense, but it does happen a surprising amount. But not with every single version that you build. It doesn't happen with all of them. It only happens every now and again. But I think that did ruin our test. Possibly. Where would I start making a basalt farm? First of all, I'd go to the nether. Nether's where you want to be for a basalt farm. Whoops. Okay. I'm pretty sure I thoroughly ruined that, you know, that thing. Anyway, we gotta restart that test. That was pretty bad. I'm sorry. I'm a professional, I swear. We also gotta reset all the composters to the default state. How much bone meal would do? Oh! Okay, so even with the mess ups, stacking 17. Okay then. Let's put that stack into there. There's none of these 2 droppers. I guess we do need to put that one back there. There's none of these. All of these are reset to defaults. There's no items about. We'll kill items again. And let's run the farm. Sorry for the flashy. I'll look away. Look away. Look away. Didn't we already build this? Yes, we did. But we're seeing if it's bone meal profit. We're seeing if it's bone meal profit. Like if you put all of the items into a composter, if it's going to be more bone meal out than you put in. Was that the series of unfortunate events theme? Yes, it was. GG Flakes. I was hoping someone would catch it. Such a good series. By the way, seriously, if you haven't seen a series of unfortunate events on Netflix, watch that series. Watch it. It's the full series. All of it's on Netflix. It's not the movie from like, you know, whatever 2000s. It's actually like a full-on series of unfortunate events. Well, that's dumb. Why did that happen? Is this set up correctly? That shouldn't happen. Anyway, we're gonna flush everything back to the edge. We know that it's out of bone meal now. That really should have flushed. Make the pulse extender a bit longer. Yeah, we could actually do that. Okay, that's actually a lot of bone meal, isn't it? With this version, we can make the extender longer because there is no bone meal. Or sorry, there's no grass that's gonna die. You can't make it longer with the grass version because grass dies way too often with that. But yeah, that'll work. So how much bone meal are we getting from this? Are these guys done? I don't hear anything. Then again, there's music. A stack in 18. 19? Is it still going? It looks like it is actually bone meal efficient. So that's, you know, plus 30% return. So in theory, if we put in 3 stacks of bone meal, we would get 1 stack back, right? Okay. Well, I guess we already designed a bone meal farm, guys. Let's run this again. While we're running this, though, I want to design a different kind of farm. And that farm is going to be a flower-specific farm. Because that's the other way to do this, is using flowers. I'm not sure if it's as good as a 30% return, though. 23%. What was basic? Yeah, I guess if you're, yeah, that would, yeah, because it was 19 bone meal. Yeah, that'd make more sense. My quick and dirty math is quite bad. Oh yeah, I should reset the composters. The flushing did function much better though. Also, is this full? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's gonna be going for a while. You're on time. Hello, Fall Cheetah. How you doing? You are definitely on time, good sir. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing fantastic today. Where we got our flowers at? Flowers! We're gonna use the best kind of flower in the game. Do you guys know what kind of flower is the best flower in the game? 19.2%. Okay. Fair enough. That's still pretty decent, though. By the way, it's the blue orchid. The swamp flower. Yeah, swamp flower. Swamp flower. So the question is, can we bone meal from below? That is the question I am curious about. No. Okay. So you have to bone meal directly? So you would want to do that from above as to not obstruct the path of the flower growing. This has got bone meal in it, right? You can do... There we go. Okay. Maybe you can bone meal from below, then. Maybe. I'm just very dumb. Actually, we already know that. We don't need to speculate about me being dumb. We know that it's a fact. Okay, good. That definitely doesn't work. You can go from the side and sink the flower down. Yeah, so that's something I heard in the Discord server, is somebody mentioned that if you put the flower down a block, it bone meals a lot more, which I am curious about testing. I want to test all the different orientations that we can do. So if you put the flower right here, supposedly it bone meals a lot more. And we're going to test that right now. Doesn't seem like it being on level ground is really that efficient. So let's do this. Oh, yeah, that's that's definitely a lot more. Definitely many, many, many more. Okay. Well then. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well. We found a bug. It might not be a bug. It might just be a feature. Okay, so from 3 stacks of bone meal, we got... okay, then. We got 4 stacks and 20. So yeah, it's definitely more than, you know, 30%, guys. Those mathematicians in the chat that were telling me my math was wrong, I was right. But also, what's this percentage? Because we put 3 stacks in, we got a stack and 20 out. That's not going to be 50% because it would need a stack and 32. But it's probably somewhere around 40%. Oh my god, it's 4 stacks and 20, so it's 420, of course. Nice, nice QWERTY. Okay, respect. Respect. Oh, jeez. What are we building? We're building flower farms. Flower farms. So we're gonna want to flush this after every bone meal. I don't think we can shift the floor because that would break our flower right there. Also, 3 blocks in every direction should just about do it. I do want to try putting the flower up a block and see what this does, because perhaps that also has the same effect. Or perhaps it does not. We shall see. Okay, so it has 0 effect. Fascinating. Okay, well, we did get 1. Wow, that's really quite weird. It doesn't like the flowers being at the same level as it, or 1 below. But it's perfectly fine being 1 below where the other ones generate. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. Okay. I guess we can work with that. We can work with that. Let's spam this a whole bunch and see what the maximum range for flowers is. Your phone is at 4%. You shall die soon. No! Charge that phone! Must charge phone. Do it for me. I love you. But also, please care for your devices. You could do a spiral shifting floor. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. The only way to get around breaking the thing would be to push it both ways. So we push it like this, but not the center. And then we push it going the other way as well, but not the center block. So that way you break everything. And that would be quite the fascinating way of doing it too. That would require quite a bit more. Also, it does appear that the flowers only generate in 7x7. Fill 10, 10, 10, 10. Wait, negative 10. Negative 10, negative 10, negative 10. Air 0 replace. What are these, blue orchids? Do I just need to do flower? Orchid? Do I do like red flower? Okay, apparently they're red flowers, not blue. Up and down floor? Yeah, fascinating. Up and down floor. Yeah, you do have a point there. You do have a point. Whoops, there goes my keyboard. Don't worry, this keyboard is all right. I'm safe too. We could push it up a block. It's going to be very difficult to power the pistons from below. So what you would want to do is use pistons above, like this, to then push it downwards into the flowers and break them that way. Either way, we're going to need to flush the platform with water to flush all the drops to one central area. I don't think we can do a hopper minecart. Perhaps we can, but I have a feeling it's going to be too many drops for a hopper minecart to handle. So we'll see. You guessed that you can't join? Yeah, sorry, these are solo worlds. Eventually, I would like to do some multiplayer servers with you guys where we can do testing together. We got Informed Band, The Magma Monkey, and Thunder Mamba, Luna, Gurish, and Turn. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome to the community. Groova pushing down and hopper minecart under. Oh, is that what Groova's doing? Well, then apparently I'm not allowed to do Groova's thing. No, seriously, that's how YouTube thinks. Like, you can't do the same thing as other people because you're stealing and like copying. Even if like the person that they're saying you stole from is not the original person that did it. Oh, it's really dumb. Hold on, this is... Oh, right, we didn't remove these blocks. Whoop. So, like, if Groova does a micro farm, but, like, there's been a million other micro farms, I can't do a micro farm because Groova did a micro farm. That is the state of YouTube comments. They is dumb. I heard your comment today, and you were very happy for the afternoon. That's nice. I'm glad to hear. I'm here to bring in enjoyment and happiness. Oh, I didn't remove these blocks either. Jeez. I thought I removed the blocks going all the way around, but apparently I did not. Okay, so 3 blocks going every direction. Yes, okay, good. This is actually correct. We could do the spiral shifting floor. I really do like that idea. A hopper minecart might work also. What are we making? We are making a Bonemeal flower farm, or a flower specific farm. So this farm's gonna farm us a whole bunch of farmable things, such as these lovely Blue orchids. 1 bone meal, you get like a bunch of these guys. And then like 17 bone meal, you get slightly more. Yes, that's the next thing that we need to test out is the water. So, how would we flush this platform to begin with? That's promising, actually. We will have to worry about that. So, if we do a water source there, that'll push the drops to the side of the dropper, like that. I think we can do that better by having water in this space. So then we lose 1 block, but then all of our items fall down to this area. Oh yeah, we still get items stuck right here though. And of course the grass is dying. So let's move this back to that corner. That'll make it so that we lose 2 blocks. Which, honestly, I don't think that's going to be a big deal, because that's the furthest away from the dispenser. Perhaps what we can do is move the water to here. No, that still is flowing towards the middle. Really, you just don't want any dead spots that are going to cause you to lose items. So I think losing 2 grass is going to be the sacrifice. We can try hopper minecarts. I really don't like minecart unloaders though. Minecart unloaders are the worst. Yeah, that's true. You can put a minecart there to collect. True. Okay, so we're gonna have ourselves a dispenser. And then we're gonna have that right there. So the idea behind this one would be shifting floors. You would activate these pistons, then those ones, then these ones, and then you would have... Ooh, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. You'd have to have a lot of hopper minecarts. Because then you'd have pistons like this? Or no, yeah, that might work actually. Hold on. How would the piston layout be? So those ones would extend, the blocks would go to here, and then these pistons would extend. That would leave us with some item collection. The 2 blocks out would need to go back. We would have to use a cart there. That's where the majority of the items are going to end up, though. They're all going to go right to this area, so they're all just going to go into a hopper cart anyway. Water 1 block above the floor. Perhaps using pistons above is easiest. He might be onto something there. Leg Groover guy. What are we building? We're building a flower-specific farm. So we build this, bam, lots of flowers. And then the idea behind this is that you turn it into bone meal, and then you get more bone meal out, then you put back in. Also, these pistons would be all the way like this. And then we never break that 1 flower in the center. I mean, this is possible. I'm not terribly against it. It would work very, very similar to this one. It would be basically the same redstone, I think. You would just need to alternate the pistons. So you would extend, push it back, extend, push it back, and then bone meal? The logic for that would be a bit nonsense. Because you'd have to push it both ways and then bone meal, then push it both ways, then bone meal. So it'd be quite slow, I feel. Whereas if you did put the pistons above it, you could just pulse the pistons, bone meal, pulse the pistons, bone meal. It'd be much simpler circuitry. How can you harvest the flowers? Can I harvest the flowers? I don't know. pistons below. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. That would be 14 blocks of pushing. Yeah, so you couldn't do pistons below unless you wanted a piston underneath every single block. Also, did anyone ever figure out the percentage return on this farm? Because we got 4 stacks and 20 bone meal back from our initial investment of 3 stacks of bone meal. And we don't even know what the return of this kind of farm would be. But we're going to test it out and see what we got going. What we got going on. Flower 2. Save. Let's make a different version using the pistons. Above. And then we could still flush it, even. We would just have a much simpler activation. Qwerty just did. It's a 43.75%. Fascinating. That's a really good return on bone meal. It's very, very good. Because then, you know, you can just keep reinvesting your bone meal until you have a massive supply of it. And the farm's not really that laggy either. It's designed to be very, very good. Okay, so let's get ourselves pistons. Hey, look at that. They're all facing downwards. Perfect. I knew that. We're gonna need ourselves a dropper facing downwards as well for additional bone meal. That way we can refill all of that. So that's gonna have our dispenser in it. This will be our dropper. We need another piston facing downwards. Why is this so complicated? And then I think basically just redstone on all of this. And you know what? Because I'm lazy, we will do redstone underscore wire. Bam! Look at that. Now, the only thing that I need to do is place in a redstone block. And bam. How would you change the flower in the middle? You'd have to come down here, break this block, and then switch it out, if you wanted to. The idea would be to have multiple of these farms for each flower type. That would be the idea. These are pretty large farms, but you know what? You can build multiple of these. The question now is, how do we go about activating this dropper on a different clock than the rest of the build? Because we still need to activate all of these, but we need to activate this dropper, and doing that is going to cause issues. Because if we power that, all those pistons will extend. Psychotic Moo, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How you doing? It was 30% for the first 2 tests, which was probably because the cost posters were mostly filled. Fair, but didn't give you bone meal yet. Basically, it'll double every 2 times of running it. We can do a longer test as well. Let's do that right now. Let's throw in 9 stacks of bone meal for this farm and see what the return is. Do I got 9 stacks on me? Look at that. Rich pig out. 9 stacks of bone meal. Except not quite. Gotta borrow some from the creative inventory. None in there. Great. Let's run this. And we'll come back to this in a couple minutes when it's done-zo. That'll give us a much better average. You're doing good? Glad to hear. I'm doing pretty all right, too. We do the flower farm tonight. I don't think there's many ways to power this specifically without powering the things around it. And even then, like we could have an observer facing upwards right here, but then your dispenser wouldn't have any way to get refilled. So we do need that dropper right here, which is going to introduce some issues. Because you want this thing to be self-sufficient and you want it to self-refill. So let's set this up to be boop, like that. And then we can power these other ones like this. Whoops, no! This is why you don't keep water buckets on the hotbar. Bad ideas, bad ideas. Okay. So one of these pistons will never get powered, which would be this one right here, but that's fine. And then all the other ones will be powered. So if we do this, actually no, we need an observer. Lever. Yeah, so that works. That does work surprisingly well. I did a mumbo, absolutely. I like doing mumbos. Pulling a mumbo is great. Now the question is this activating those middle pistons at the wrong time? Also, I need to kill these items. Hi, you should be harvesting soon. Okay, let's do this, but this is gonna be on a radius of 10, so we don't affect the other farm. Kill items, thank you. Are we out of bone meal in there? No. We just didn't get any that time? Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Bam. Put that guy back. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we get any in the middle four, which is not a good thing. Not what you want at all. It's awfully piston heavy. Yes, it is. It's a 7x7 area of pistons, which I think is 41. Am I correct? Probably not. For some reason, that number jumped in my head. I do not think that's correct. Water stream sorting systems have not been fixed. It's 49. I was close. Oh, there's not one in the middle, so it's actually 48. Yeah, we're not getting any flowers in those 4 spots, so there's really no point in having these pistons right here. You'll just constantly have flowers right there in that area. That's fine, I guess. Bam. Put that on maybe 1 tick. See if that works. Yep, great. And then you can basically just spam this thing and you get many, many, many flowers. And then you can flush it. Flushing might make it a bit slower, though. I don't know. I mean, we could try hopper minecarts. There's not really that many items, is it? Let me grab this guy again. Radius equals 10. Turn this into a teleport command. How many items is that? Exactly. Oh, that's actually a fair amount. Fascinating. Yeah, this design decisions need to be made. Are you gonna flood again? You should be doing that soon. Seems like you got a lot of items. Flood! And it's out of bone meal now, so once we get these guys all bone mealed, we'll know the return of this farm. Great. Okay, so we got that experiment going still. It's a pretty cool flower farm. It's pretty alright. We're working on it. It's being designed currently. those guys were all piling up on that one hopper. So we might have lost some items even. But currently we are at 5 stacks of return. Plus another 5 stacks. So we're at 11 stacks already. And it's definitely not done. Great. Design decisions, yeah. I know how to say the words really, really well, by the way. I'm very much a professional. You can tell, right? I know exactly what I am doing at all the times. Okay, what do you guys think, though? What's going to be the best way of doing this? Should we shifting floor the design, or should we do the other way? The other way would be, you know, the pistons up top and then the hopper minecarts down below. What do you guys think? It's up to you, because, you know, this farm is for you guys, specifically. How much bone meal did it start off with? This started off with 9 stacks, and so far it's at 11. It is at 11 stacks already. Yeah, that's correct. So push that over. It'll still be 7. These guys can be pushed back a block if we do want to do this way. I'm thinking this is going to end up with around 14 or 15 stacks. Shifting floors would require a lot less pistons. Indeed it would. If you made it in survival, no, you just put a flower in it. Whichever one tall flower you want, just put it in there. You'll get a lot more of it. See you later, pigs versus rabbits. Have yourself a good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. So these guys are gonna have to have the blocks right here. Okay, so shifting floor, test number 1. Bam, gets pushed that way. Potentially bone mealed. Pushed back, bone mealed. And then this side would get pushed forward, bone mealed. And then get pushed back, bone mealed. Okay. You think it should be a piston tape floor? Shifting floor would require a lot less pistons. How does the shifting floor not break the original flower? Because we're never pushing, so like if we're pushing it that way, we're not pushing these middle line of blocks. But of course we can still have flowers right here in this middle line of blocks. That's why we push it the other way. And that causes it to break those flowers. Like so. So it's never actually moving any of these ones towards where the flower would be. What are we working on? We wanted to build a Bonemeal Farm. So this one shouldn't be here, should it? So is this working correctly? Goes that way. Goes that way. Goes that way. This shouldn't be there either. And then this one goes that way. That's looking pretty correct. Looking good indeed. Okay. So basically, I just got to figure out all the logic for it. Yay! I like figuring that out. We're definitely going to steal most of the redstone from this dude. So the hopper clock and this system for the flushing. So every, you know, whatever, 30, 40 seconds, we will... Are there barrier blocks right here? Yes, there are. Okay. Yeah, so every 40 seconds or so, we will go ahead and stop the farm, flush it all, and that will push everything into our item collection, which would be somewhere in this area. Or maybe we can keep it a lot simpler and just use hopper minecarts. That could be good. Yeah, logic. Yeah. Shifting floor is the way. You just made a genius farm. You just made a genius design for the farm? Cool. But don't leave us hanging. Let's go ahead and move all these blocks up. Which of the two designs are we going to use? I'm not sure. I think this one is going to be better. Even though... Well, it really depends on how you want to do item collection. Ultimately, this one's going to get more flowers because there is nothing actually stopping flowers from growing. Whereas with this design, you're missing the 4 spots directly around the center of the flower. So you're going to lose rates. You're going to lose rates. Because those are like basically the most populous ring and most populous area to get flowers. So if we go ahead and put, you know, some of our orchids in here and then demo this guy, you'll see that with the other design, you would never get flowers in these 4 areas. Big sad. Piston pushes in a redstone block to power the dropper, then retracts and powers the dust. Piston pushes in redstone block to power the dropper, then retracts and powers the dust. Yeah, that could work. So you got like redstone block there that powers that. It's still gonna power these 4 blocks though, because it's hard powering the dropper, so it's power the pistons. And then if you brought it back, it could power redstone right there. Or if you brought it upwards or something. Yeah, that's another option. We haven't even talked about that. Skeleton farms. You know, just straight up skeleton farms. That one does require the player to be there, though, or the use of dogs or wolves. So it's a thing. Let's wire up something extremely nasty real quick. Just super quick and dirty. Super gnarly. You guys will never forgive me for this, I'm sorry. But also it needs to be done. Yep, that's right. You know where we're going. Yep, I know. I'm sorry. Yep. Yep. I think we'll need a repeater in there to stop that signal going back where it shouldn't. So boop-a-da-boop, boop-a-da-boo, boop-a-da-boo, boop-a-da-boo. There we go. So now, push that. Bone meals. Also, we need an observer to quickly power these things. Technically, this redstone line might actually be the best option. Not gonna lie, might be the best option. Okay, so we need to push it back into this direction. Let me get another observer down. You were literally thinking today of an individual flower farm for your server, but couldn't find a good one and was hoping that I would have one for the advent calendar. Well, look at that. Yep, here we are. I know what you need. I know what you want. I got you in mind. This is working. This one, we would want to shift the floor both directions, because we are going to be missing out on 6 different potential areas. Most of the time, just 4. Because we're not breaking every single flower. It's like when we push it back this direction, we're not going to be breaking these 2, so 2 flowers can't generate there. So maybe what we do, so you'd have to push it like that, then push it back, and then push it this way, and then push it back, and then everything would be harvested, and then you get your full bone meal efficiency. Which is really quite silly, Can I just say how silly that is? Are we still doing YouTube? Yes, we are. Yes, we are indeed. We're actually doing daily videos for December. So this little farm is part of our advent calendar. Every single day of December so far, I've released a tutorial on the channel. We are 15 days in. I'm doing very strong so far. Quite happy. Only use top piston for the 6 blocks. You know, that's a good idea. Yes. Yes, you're brilliant. Oh my god. That is so good. Brilliant, Sonny. Very good. Okay. Yeah. Forget shifting at both directions. That's why I called you Sonny. I think that's the first time I've ever called anyone that, so if you don't like it, you're the first, possibly the last. Very, very smart. We need the 6 pistons in these areas. Jess Nooner, thank you so much for resubscribing for 7 months. That is a very long time. Thank you so much. Welcome back to another stream, by the way. How you doing tonight? You gotta have one person at each lever and then bam, efficient. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Oh, jeez, that's dumb. But also, yeah, bro. So yeah, basically we will shift it back and forth and then we'll just use the 6 pistons. That's gonna be the most piston efficient way of doing this. That works so well. You, sir, are a genius. Who suggested that? Blue Dye Farm 101 right there, absolutely. Voldemort, hello, welcome back to another stream. We're making a flower farm / Bonemeal Farm. Just cut down the middle. Oh, where did the comment go? I'm sorry, your comment disappeared into the chat. It's gone. It would be 4 times slower doing the Bonemeal after all the pistons fire. Yes, it would. I'm sorry, your comment disappeared. I love you though. We broke this one? Why are you not firing? And then this one too. Not sure why they didn't fire, but okay. I feel like we need to... let's set this up properly, shall we? We're going to go ahead and set up ourselves a repeater right here. Probably on 2 ticks, but we'll see. And then remove these guys. Redstone dust, block. That way it pushes back instantly. All right, we got to push it the other way first. Ah. Is not going to work? It's not going to work, is it? Yes, there we go. Okay. And we're out of bone meal. Thank you guys for your help on this. This is fun. I like designing things with you guys. One of these days, we'll do a community world where we can all design things together. I think that'll be really fun. The pistons might be firing. Oh no, I guess we are getting blocks right there. Great. Yeah. And then maybe hopper minecarts for collection. Brilliant. We're almost at that 2-hour mark. Okay. Real quick, before we do get too much further, we should check our bone meal return from this guy. So place your bets in the chat. How much bone meal do you think we're going to get out of this? We put in 9 stacks. It looks like we're very, very good. Oh my, I wonder. Nope, just one bone meal there. Put in 9 stacks. Which means that we got out many, many, many. And now we can get a real efficiency rating from this. So from that, we gained 4 stacks in 1. 16 stacks, 16, 18, 14.5, 15, 14, 13, 20, 12. You guys were going very, very down. We got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 1. Orion was very close. GG, Orion. Why did I choose to be a zombie pigman face for my channel? No idea. It's the first picture available on Google. Although I do love it now, though. Like, honestly, the pigos are great. There's a whole army of them over there now. We got 309,000 pigos on the channel. It's great. 13 and 1. Hey, WDH, TBB. Got it. GG, WH, WDH, TBB. I can't say it. How are you supposed to pronounce that? But yeah. That's what you get for guessing after the fact. Your name will get butchered. So let's go ahead and set up ourselves a clock and see what we can make happen for this design. I think this will be super simple, especially if you do a hopper minecart. I really can't see why this would get too complicated. Obviously, it can be compactified a lot, but it's pretty solid right now. Is that working? No. Kind of, but not really. Nope. Yes? Maybe. I think that's working. Yes, there we go. Cool. We're out of bone meal, though. For your basic setup, you got 50 bone meal from a stack of bone meal. So you're not quite at your efficiency level that you want. Chances are you need more spots for the flowers to grow. So if you give that a shot, then you might be getting a good efficiency rating. It depends. It depends. But yeah, it's really going to depend on how many spaces you have for your stuff to grow. And also, like, if those spaces are occupied by other blocks when you're bone mealing. Because you can waste bone meal if you don't do it correctly. I guess we'll put that into a chest. I need to put this into a composter, so that's what I really need to do. Is this out of bone meal? Yes, it is. Did that kill it all? It killed it all. Whoopsie. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I teleported it to Y21. Oopsie. But there they are. Those are my flowers. Okay, they're fine. That works. Cool. It was you who suggested the top few pistons. Very nice. Thank you so much, C's. That's great. Yeah, that is so much of a better way to do this. Very, very nice indeed. Big brain, big brain. Okay, let's get rid of all these. We will do this, and then we will do this, and then we will do this, and then we will do this. And then we'll pick up those guys. We got all of them. That's not that many, actually. So we put 1 stack of bone meal into that. While that's running, we're gonna do another test with 2 or 3 stacks of bone meal. The timings of this can probably be made a little bit better, but I think for the most part, this is pretty solid. Oh, did we lose one down there? Yeah, we're probably losing some. Item collection is something that we have not decided on yet. So we will figure that out eventually. You can set up a quad speed unloader. Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely want some really fast minecart unloaders. Which might be the one thing that actually delays this design. Is the minecart unloaders. This is looking pretty solid though. Pick the flowers up, don't be a litter bug. It's a flower. You can't litter with a flower. You can't litter with a flower. It just decomposes. Okay, we got a bunch of notifications. Thank you all so much for the support. Seriously, you guys are amazing. I love you so much. We got Informed Band, The Magma Monkey, Aftab, and Luna. I think I already read some of these. Your Mom, Austin, Unbid Fungus, Byrana, Mesta BK. We got Madia, Cayman, Scarlisius, something like that. It's Nisman, Great Vasu, Zliz Bub, Chases Fire, Black Lizard, Tommy, Quantum Wizard. We got PKFD and Sunday is Life. Thank you so much for the follows, everybody. Those are organic flowers. Darn straight. They're organic. Where did all these flowers come from? Where did those flowers come from, though? Were these part of the original harvest? I don't think they were. Let's reset this thing real quick. Is this thing out of bone meal? Yes, it is. Okay, out of bone meal. We will collect all the flowers. All right, we threw bone meal on the ground. Right, okay. Well, we ruined that run. This is what happens when you don't have item collection. Okay. Let's make that go again. Jeez. I'm dumb, don't worry about it. It's not a medical condition. It's hereditary. Carry you, thank you so much for resubscribing for 16 months. That is insanity. I think that's 16 months in a row as well. Crazy. 12, 18 months is a year and a half. That's a long time, dude. Thank you so much. I should make a way to easily change the flower. With this design, you would have to retract one of the grass blocks. You would have to retract an entire row of them from below. Actually, you know what? That's a great point. How are you supposed to change the flower? Because we're going to have hopper minecarts below. I guess you have to go into the farm, like above. You have to go in right here, break one of these grass blocks, then replace your flower. So, I mean, that's something, I guess. All right, we need to add some edges. Some edges. So we got flowers flying out of the farm. Loss is unacceptable. We're winners in this channel. See you later, Orion. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream tonight. There's no way of refilling bone meal. Not right now. No, this is just the start. We're going to have a dropper above this. Okay, now it's out. So turn that off. We will dispose of any items that we threw around, which is just those ones. And apparently that one too. That just dropped the bone meal. Cool. Run the command block to teleport lay items. And then just pick up a couple because it might be full inventory. It was over a full inventory. This is why you got to go into survival for these things. That's a lot of flowers. How do you put the bone meal in? This is just a prototype at the moment. We're gonna worry about item collection and bone meal input and all that stuff later. But yeah, that was 3 stacks of bone meal that just went into this for a full inventory of flowers. This is very good. Where's the grass? The grass is right there. It's all right there, man. Double piston extender below? Yeah, that would be a way of retracting the grass. That's true. Would be a way of doing that. That is so many flowers. I think we're gonna have to upgrade our system just a wee bit. Which means that we're gonna have to do this, that, bam, bam. There we go. That should distribute evenly, I believe. Maybe. We'll find out. What's my favorite Pokemon? I'm not really a fan of Pokemon. I've never gotten into it at all. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just not one of them people. Not one of them peoples. What happens when you bone meal mycelium? Nothing. You don't really get anything from that. Is it just me, or is this stopping every couple activations? It is. Like right there. Okay, so there's some timing issues. There's some timing issues indeed. I wish this was faster. Well, I don't want to say anything too early, but I feel like this is definitely going to be a good return on bone meal. It's already a half a stack, 1.5 stacks. We got all of these other flowers, which is very promising. And then all those guys are done. Let's go ahead and see how many flowers you actually get. We'll go into survival mode this time. That way we don't screw it up like we've done the 7 previous times. Game mode S. There we go. Boop. Okay, so it looks like it's just slightly over an inventory from 3 stacks. Yeah. An inventory and 2. Boop. Inventory and 2. And this thing is officially going to be providing us a return on bone meal. Look at that. Yeah, I just need to use a 5 redstone clock for max piston speed. 3 redstone. I don't want to use an observer clock, though. Observers break way too often. But thank you for the 3 redstone ticks. I should try that. Is this done? Are you done? I think it's done. Did we get a return? We did. 33. So not even 30%. Fascinating. Although there probably is like a little bit in these. No, not really. There's like maybe an additional 2 bone meal left over in these. So not a great return on investment for bone meal, is it? I think this thing is definitely a better bone meal farm overall. Although I do really like this thing just for a flower farm. It's great. I mean, 3 stacks of bone meal for this amount of flowers. You can't really beat that, can you? Nice. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's stream, everyone. Thank you so very much for watching, and thank you for the help with designing things. Stick around, of course, because we're going to end by raiding someone, as we always do. It looks like Liara is streaming right now, so we're going to go ahead and raid her, of course. Thank you again, everyone, so much. I really do enjoy your company and enjoy your help with all the things. If you did enjoy the stream, then, of course, make sure to drop a follow. Follow the channel so that you get notified of when we are streaming again. You can join our Discord server to sign up for streaming notifications if you feel like it. And in general, you should be joining the Discord anyway. And also all of the other people and all of the other links that we got in the chat. Anyway, seriously, thank you so much for watching tonight. I will see you guys again on Thursday night, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with another live stream here on Twitch. doing some more farm designing, doing some more things. It's great. We got some last minute bits from Casper. 1,000 biddies, you're crazy. Thank you so much, though. And we also got a bunch of followers, too. Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry, I can't say all of your names. There's many of you. I love your faces, though. I'll see you in the next one. Have yourselves a good night. And then there was silence.